Hi everyone, welcome to TR Property Plus channel. Today I'm going to introduce you guys a new series that I'm going to start, which is called a HDB series. In this series, I'm going to dive deep into how the HDB market perform in Singapore. So for today's topic, I'm going to start to compare HDB versus condo performance. What does it mean? It means that actually how does the HDB market prices perform versus how does the condo prices perform. So before I start, I would like to have this disclaimer because whatever I'm going to share is based on my own analysis and my own experience in the real estate for the past 15 years. So let's move on. I believe many people always say, why buy condo? HDB is better, cheaper, condo is too expensive. HDB is a better choice. Why? Because it's cheap and the size is much bigger as compared to condo. So is this what everyone is thinking about? Come, let me share with everyone this case study that I have done 3 years ago, and let's see is it the truth. So 3 years ago, I met this young couple who are in their mid-30s, and actually they own a 5-room flat at Block 403D, Fernview Road. They bought this flat in 2015 at a price of 405k, as shown here, September 2015. And during the time when they met me in 2022, their flat is only about 540k. A good increase of 65k in 7 years time period, but a year increase only about $9,285. So they asked me, should they continue to keep the HDB flat or should they upgrade to a condo? Of course, I understand a lot of people aspire to upgrade from the HDB to the condo, right? And the first part definitely is going to be the finances, which I'll cover in the next video. But they also want to understand if they park their money in the condo, will the condo performance be good as compared to a HDB? So from this case study, let me share with you in depth. So from this map, you can see this is the flat that they originally stayed since 2015 to 2022. After some discussion with these young couples, going through their finances, understanding their needs, and going through all the analysis of the nearby condo, and they tell me that actually they need to stay back in this area because they need the help from their parents to look after their children. So actually I dive deep and analyze which are the condos and is most suitable for them in terms of their needs as well as the potential of the condo. I finally recommend them a 4-bedder in the Topiary, which is just next door. And then of course I share with them in-depth the analysis on why they should look into this condo because of their needs. Of course, then we went up to market the house and we sold it at 550,000, which is about 10k more than the valuation, and buy into a 4-bedder in Topiary, a size of 1335 square feet at a price of 1.568 million. Okay, of course I understand a lot of people will be thinking, hey, from 500 over 1,000 to buy a 1.5 million, that's an increase of 1 million. Let's not worry about the financial details. That one I will cover in the next video as I mentioned previously, right? So there's two layouts here. So the one on the left hand side is the previous 5-room HDB that they have been staying, 1195 square feet, versus the Topiary 4-bedder 1335 square feet. And then I want everyone to look at these two layouts, right? Which one is going to be a better layout? If you look at the HDB, right? HDB flat, the living room, which is a longish one, right? Actually, if you notice, there's no window here and here. So the light is only penetrating from the window in front, and actually this area is quite dark when I visited them for the first time. And the kitchen wise, you can see there's actually no yard area. Of course, the common room are here. One thing that I want to recommend is the window for this common room is only 2 panels, whereas the newer HDB or most of the HDB, they have all panels here for the windows. And if you look into the master bedroom, right, also is a longish type. So there is a certain limitation on the wardrobe and the cupboard that they want to do. So actually there's a lot of wasted space here. And only 2 panels of window into the master bedroom. So if you look at this Topiary 4-bedder, 1335 square feet, let's see what's the differences. First, this Topiary 4-bedder layout, the living room is of a landscape layout, which a lot of people like. Why? Because there is a lot of light entering from the balcony here. So it's going to be a very, very bright unit. And very importantly is you can see they have a yard area which the previous HDB flat they don't have. And importantly is the rooms. All the windows are of a full-fledged window, allowing ample of light coming into the unit. Importantly also, the size is also much bigger. And of course, if you look at this whole layout, I would think you will agree with me that this Topiary layout will be definitely much better than this 5-room HDB flat. Okay, next, what we really want to understand is if they continue to hold their flat from 2022 to 2025, what is the price appreciation for the last 3 years? understanding that now the HDB market, the price have actually at their peak, right? If you look at the slides, the transaction in 2025 with all the high level and the low floors, average out, right, the price will be about 660k if they continue to hold HDB flat. But look at the temporary 4-bedder. Taking for reference on 2025, the different sizes of a 4-bedder, and at these prices, average now for the 1335 square feet, it should be about 1.9 million in valuation. So to compare for the period of the last 3 years in the same time frame from 2022 to 2025, which asset can help us to grow our wealth better? Taking this case study, the HDB flat have a gain of 110k in 3 years. Per year is 36,000. Look at this topiary 4-bedder. The paper gain is 332,000 in 3 years, meaning per year is 110k. So my friends, I think it's very clear that from this example, the condo actually outperformed the HDB even in the same time frame. But of course, not all condo perform the same. You definitely need to do an in-depth analysis, not only on the pricing, which kind of layout is good, and how do you get into a good pricing condo, and who are the ones that is going to buy from you in the future. Are you able to exit the market easily? And of course, the layout is very important. On top of that, do understand all your finances calculation, and of course, understand all your needs, whether the layout, the condo can meet what you want. And I understand that is a very important thing. A lot of people will be thinking about this, that amount of down payment involved in buying a condo, a 1.5 million condo. You need a huge amount of money to buy, right? But to be very honest, this young couple fork out only about 50,000, and the rest of the money come from the sales of their HDB. Okay, so this is a graph to show you the performance of the condo versus the performance of the HDB for the same period of time. I would like to thank everyone for watching this video. So if you're at the sideline thinking whether should you upgrade to a condo, or are you worried about the finances portion, please feel free to contact me at this mobile number. Follow me on my IG and my YouTube video, and please help me to like and share the YouTube video, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much.